Michael Thornley and Matt Boyce combined to just about keep Leicestershire in their LV County Championship match with Essex going into the final day in Chelmsford, in spite of another 6-wicket haul from their former player David Masters. The visitors began the penultimate day in big trouble on 32 for 2 in reply to Essex's 434 for 3 declared, with Thornley trying to show some positivity in the morning by planting Harbhajan Singh into the seating. Thornley and Ramnaresh Sarwan saw out the first 9 overs of the day and doubled the total, but then the West Indian edged Masters to Harbhajan in the slips. Sarwan was out for 21, but that was the last success for Essex for 57 overs, with Boyce setting his stall out with a big blade. Boyce came into this match on the back of an excellent 100 in his last game, but he nearly fell cheaply here as he almost played a ball from Maurice Chambers back on. Slowly but surely, as is the nature of this wonderful game, with time at the crease, batting did start to get a little bit easier, and both Boyce and Thornley were occasionally able to find the boundary either side of lunch. Thornley has had to work really hard to get a place in a first-class county, but he has shown his skills with some fine innings for Leicestershire, and this was becoming one of them as he passed 50 for the 3rd time in 8 innings as a Leicestershire player. This pitch at the Chelmsford Festival has been a belter thus far, and not even Leicestershire's nemesis Masters could now find a way through, as this pair of batters now settled in the afternoon. Their initial target was to take them somewhere near the total of 285, that would be at least good enough to avoid the follow-on. With the sun out and the pitch offering little for either seamers or spinners, that didn't look as if it was going to be too much of a problem, as these two batted through until tea. Boyce was finally out for a fine 77 to the first delivery with the second new ball, after a stand of 178 with Thornley, who'd by now made his ton off 209 balls. But he was next to go for 115 as he sliced a drive off Masters to Tom Westley. He departed with his side on 248 for 5, still 37 runs away from avoiding that follow-on. And the follow-on suddenly started to become a realistic proposition when Chambers had Wayne White caught in the slips by Harbhajan for 5. Leicestershire now looked to Shiv Thakur, an 18-year-old in only his 5th first-class match, to keep the ship steady. But with the follow-on avoidance target still 5 runs away, he lost Paul Dixie at the other end as the batsman turned a ball from Harbhajan to leg slip. The follow-on was avoided before Claude Henderson was the 8th man out as Masters struck for a 6th time in the innings. He ended the day with the mightily impressive figures of 6 for 47 from 24 overs. But even he couldn't prevent Leicestershire from finishing the day well. Nathan Buck was out for 7, but then Thakur secured his maiden championship 50 and shared in an unbroken stand of 33 with Matthew Hoggard for the last wicket. That means that Leicestershire ended the day on 336 for 9, 98 runs behind.